in downtown Riverside. Very large protest here. This is a stationary one, unlike what we were seeing earlier in the Hollywood area. I would estimate that definitely several hundred people, maybe 500 people or so. I'm starting to actually see some people now going back here towards the east. So we'll keep an eye on them. I've been scanning the area. I haven't seen anything nefarious so far. One thing that's advantageous for the police, you can see here, is this is going to be Riverside County Sheriff's Department. They are posted up on top of this pretty tall building. Looks to be about 5 or 6 stories. They do have eyes from the air as well. You just saw one of their choppers going through the shot. So looks like a peaceful protest. Did just see a bunch of protesters kind of start to fan out towards the east. We'll definitely keep an eye on them. But this continues right now. Protests, several hundred people in downtown Riverside. Jeff and Pat.
You know, I'm not quite sure if there's any sort of curfew in Riverside. We know LA County, LA City, of course, but we wonder if there's something in Riverside. If not, then of course this would be, you know, legal and a situation where they may not start doing the curfew violators there, but that's something we'll have to check out to see. Some 500 people, Desmond Shaw says. This is from Sky 9. This is surrounded by sheriff's and deputies there in Riverside County. So, Desmond, have you seen, we've seen at the tail end of some of these protests today even.
Yes.
That's where the looters seem to come in. What do you got, Pat?
You know what, Jeff and Desmond, yes, there is a curfew from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
for Riverside County. So you continue your question to Desmond. I just thought important to mention here.
Very important to mention because obviously there's a patchwork of counties and cities that have these curfews, and we understand LA County 6 to 6 and Riverside as well. So Desmond, I was just going to say we've seen a lot of peaceful protests that are very successful when they start. Towards the end, there's some looters, of course, not associated with the protests. But are we seeing anything like that going on here in Riverside?
Nothing like that yet, Jeff. I will show you here a lot of businesses, though, that looks like they were preparing for this. Some restaurants, some retail, that they have their windows completely boarded up here in the downtown Riverside. This is University Avenue near Orange Street. So definitely we're going to keep an eye on these folks now as a lot of them begin to fan out. Maybe now that we found out that they are in violation of the curfew, this may be coming to an end. A lot of folks now starting to head towards the east here, head up Orange Street, down between 10th and University Avenue.
Well, you know, we hope it remains peaceful. I don't remember us talking about issues in Riverside in terms of vandalism.
Nothing significant.
No, and over the last few days. So we're just going to try to remain optimistic that this will end peacefully and people will disperse. Desmond, are they sitting down though right now?
Yeah, it does look like these folks here in the front are indeed sitting down or kneeling, taking one knee. It's something we've been seeing a lot of in the last few days. And we've also seen, as time goes on, the officers have been pretty lenient with the curfews and waiting perhaps an hour or two at different jurisdictions before they go in and start arresting anyone. So we're just going to have to see how this plays out. But yeah, you do have a lot of these. It looks like maybe I would say a quarter of the protesters started to move away from the center of this while other folks are now sitting down or kneeling.
And sometimes I would think that at the end of these, just as the beginning, there could be an organizer or one point person who is on a megaphone talking to the crowd or, giving the reasons why they're there and what they want their message to be. And maybe they, at the end, tell people to disperse.
Yeah, the chief had mentioned today in that press conference that they speak with those organizers, and when they deem it an unlawful assembly, then that's when, of course, they need to disperse. I don't know if that's happened here, but you make a mention of somebody on a bullhorn that may be, telling those people what is happening. I see something here behind us. This is not on our air yet, but this is in Selma. This is going to be back in Hollywood. I don't know if you have an opportunity to bring that back up. That would be in the inset. There's a little bit of a